AFC playoff bracket. At the 1 seed, I have the Los Angeles Chargers, who will win the AFC West with a 13-4 record because they'll have its 4-2 division record, while Cleveland will have a 3-3 division record. I do have the number 2 seed being the Cleveland Browns winning the AFC North, also coming in with a 13-4 record. But again, the Chargers will have a better division record, while Cleveland will be just under at 3-3. The number 3 seed will have the Jags winning the AFC South easily with a 12-5 record, no doubt about that. Number 4 seed, the New York Jets win the AFC East with an 11-6 record. Now, they're also tied with the Bills at 11-6 record as well. But y'all heard me earlier. The Jets are my number 4 team going into the league. I've got the A-Rod hype train solely on my shoulders, and I'm listening to everything that it could possibly bring forward. The Jets making the playoffs over the Bills is exactly what the NFL needs right now, and they'll have a better conference record, too, to justify this with Buffalo, as it will come down to possibly division games, what are your conference games, etc. At the number 5 seed, I've got the Kansas City Chiefs, who also have a 12-5 record, but they're going to be clinching 5th place due to having a better conference record over the Denver Broncos. And of course, the Chargers won the division at 1, so they came right back behind them at 12-5. Chargers with a 13-4 record. Based off that schedule and everything that's going on, they can easily attain that when you take a look at what's happening. Number 6 seed, I've got the Denver Broncos with a 12-5 record, clinching 6th place. And the 7th seed, I've also got the Baltimore Ravens at 12-5, clinching 7th place. But due to having 3 division wins, well, the Broncos and Chiefs have 4 each. So that is what falls them to drops them to the 7th overall seed with the 12-5 record. You heard me correctly. I have the Bills, the Bengals, the Steelers, and the Dolphins all missing the playoffs. And that's not hot takes. That's based off looking at the schedules, looking at who's home and away. What are the, again, when are these games being played? Where's the bye week? How tough is your schedule realistically? I don't want the Bills or the Bengals or the Dolphins to miss the playoffs, but we know there's going to be heartbreak this year. There's going to be plenty of segments of which teams will and won't make the playoffs, especially in the NFC. And as of right now, I'll have those 4 missing out. Going on into wild card weekend for the AFC, you got the number 2 Browns versus the number 7 Baltimore Ravens. I got the Browns in a close one here. They're going to be at home as the number 2 seed. I do like Deshaun Watson as a better passer than Lamar Jackson. I do believe the defenses are comparable. The Browns will win in the run game slightly, but the Ravens do have the better head coach. I just overall like the Browns being at home in this one. I like Deshaun a little bit better than Lamar as a quarterback. Again, you might think I'm wild for that, but Deshaun showed me a couple years back, and I know you're probably saying, oh, a couple years back. Deshaun showed me what he's capable of, and just because he didn't play but 6 games last year doesn't mean he's not going to be able to return to at least 80 to 85% of that form, which I do believe would be better than Lamar Jackson. And I know Lamar has the MVP, but maybe this is a bigger upset of the weekend as I have the Browns beating the Ravens in a close one at home on Wild Card Weekend. I've got the Jags versus the Broncos. The Jags at the 3 seed, Broncos at the 6 seed. The Broncos will win this one in a close, big-time coaching battle with Sean Payton and Doug Peterson. I am going to take Denver, though, due to the veteran playoff experience with Russell Wilson and with Sean Payton. And these rosters are comparable, but I like Denver's defense and honestly coaching just a little bit better. Broncos will be on the road. Jags will be at home. Again, Broncos in a close, big-time coaching battle with Sean Payton and Doug Peterson. Sean Payton will definitely put on display with Russell Wilson in that offense and really a balanced team in the defense as well to show people what the case is. The best game, arguably, of the weekend with the wild card round, at least in the AFC, we've got the number 4 Jets at the number 5 Kansas City Chiefs, or really the number 4 Jets hosting the number 5 Kansas City Chiefs. Got a rematch of week 4. We got Mahomes and company playing their first ever road playoff game against the Jets and Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to take Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, and the Chiefs in a shootout of arguably the first and second best offenses in the NFL by the time this game arrives. 2 MVP candidates, I'm sure, is what we're going to be witnessing here. But Robert Saleh's playoff inexperience and overall just the youngness of a Jets team, I think, is going to show here, especially being a defensive-minded head coach. Chiefs move on. AFC divisional round, number 1 Chargers versus number 5 Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid playing their second straight and only second ever road playoff game against Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers, who are fresh off their first-round bye. Rest versus rust scenario kind of comes in here because you got back-to-back shootouts for the Chiefs, as it'll be another one here with the Los Angeles Chargers. You got Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert are going to put on an absolute show. But again, I will take that coaching experience of Andy Reid and the better quarterback play of Mahomes, maybe not by much in terms of quarterback play, But what is Brandon Staley actually going to do? What are the Chargers going to do with a first round bye? Are they going to charger it up? Are they going to melt? Maybe not melt, but it does feel like they will have this upset here as they come out of the first round bye. Patrick Mahomes and Kansas City will be in their sixth straight AFC title game in as many seasons as Mahomes has been the starter, which will break the tie, ironically enough, with Ken Stabler's record of 5 straight title games, and Mahomes will take the lead there. Another great game in the divisional round. Chiefs move on to the AFC title game. Another great game in the divisional round. Number 2 Browns versus number 6 Denver Broncos. Browns are clearly going to be at home here. Sean Payton is taking the Broncos to the AFC title game in his first year, all while rebuilding and rebounding Russell Wilson and letting him cook again. Now, Watson could possibly be the better quarterback and play better over Russell Wilson in this game, and chances are that he might. But I like Sean Payton's coaching over Kevin Stefanski's. I like that it's really going to be a balanced battle all the way around between these two teams, two elite balanced rosters who match up great with each other. And I really think either turnovers or mistakes will decide this game here. So we've got our AFC championship game. 6-seeded Broncos at the 5-seeded Chiefs. And the Chiefs will be hosting their 6th straight AFC title game after winning 2 road playoff games and getting to this point. Sean Payton and Russell Wilson will be playing on the road the entire postseason, but they'll still get to that AFC title game. And unfortunately, that road will end here for maybe not my beloved Sean Payton and his Denver Broncos. Not my beloved Broncos. I just still got some feels for Sean Payton, man. It's going to be hard watching him out there. I will say that man did not look right in Broncos orange, though. Not at all. So now we have the AFC title game, like I mentioned. Sean Payton and Russell Wilson are playing on the road in the entire postseason, and that road will end here. There won't be many times that I take a quarterback, coach, offensive combo over Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, clearly Travis Kelce as well. Whatever else they've managed to maybe make a move or a trade deadline move for by this point could be possibly scary. 2 high-flying offenses with the Broncos' elite defense will make this an absolute must-watch. I'm going to love the possible shootout here. The Broncos defense could be that X factor. Still going to take the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes to go to the Super Bowl for the 4th time in 5 years. But damn it if the Broncos don't make us think they can do it. Broncos, Jets, Browns, Bengals, Bills, so many teams here in the AFC that will want to be here representing their team for the Super Bowl, but it will be the Kansas City Chiefs.